The man who rescued a cheetah. The African savanna stretched endlessly under the golden glow of the setting sun. Ethan, a seasoned wildlife photographer, had been traveling through the wilderness for weeks, capturing the raw beauty of nature. But nothing could have prepared him for what he would encounter that evening. As he drove his Jeep down a dusty trail, he heard a faint, desperate cry. Slowing down, he scanned the dry grasslands until his eyes locked onto a heartbreaking sight: a young cheetah, barely a year old, trapped in a cruel metal snare. The poor animal's sleek, spotted coat was marred by blood, and its golden eyes reflected both pain and fear. Ethan's heart pounded. Approaching a wild cheetah was dangerous, but he couldn't leave it to die. He knew poachers often set traps, and this cub was likely separated from its mother. Slowly, he stepped out of his vehicle, speaking in a low, soothing voice. "It's okay, buddy. I won't hurt you." The cheetah hissed weakly, struggling but unable to move. The snare had tightened around its leg, cutting deep into its flesh. Ethan grabbed his knife, his hands shaking slightly as he knelt beside the injured animal. He had no medical training, only courage and a deep love for wildlife. As he worked to cut the wire, the cheetah flinched but didn't attack. Maybe it sensed that Ethan meant no harm. Finally, with one last careful pull, the snare snapped loose. The young cheetah let out a soft, shuddering breath, its body trembling from exhaustion. Ethan knew it wouldn't survive without care. Risking everything, he lifted the cheetah into the back of his Jeep and drove to the nearest wildlife rescue center. The entire journey, the animal lay still, occasionally blinking up at him, as if understanding it was in safe hands. For weeks, Ethan stayed at the rescue center, checking on the cheetah every day. The staff treated its wounds, and slowly the animal regained its strength. They named him Kazi, meaning survivor in Swahili. The day came when Kazi was ready to return to the wild. Ethan stood at the edge of the reserve, his heart heavy yet full of hope. As the cage door opened, Kazi hesitated, then stepped out gracefully. He turned once, locking eyes with Ethan, a silent moment of understanding passing between them. Then with a powerful leap, he disappeared into the golden grasslands, free once more. Ethan watched until the cheetah was gone, knowing that some bonds, though unspoken, last forever.